And what it do, baby? Hey, what's going on, people? All right, we live. And I'm not playing this week I'm not playing golf. Well, not this week, but tonight I'm not playing golf. I'm going to have my bet sites up. That way I can promote them, okay? All right, so, yo, what's up, J4? How you doing, my guy? Brothers and sisters, what's up? What up, what up? Gaming Incorporated, I'm going to be playing COD, so I'm probably just going to ask my question, then listen until kickoff. Hey, sounds good to me. Praying Lamar Jackson has a bad game. He could struggle a little bit. I could definitely see that happening. Yo, what's up, Tyler? What's up, Ozai? How you doing, my guy? You dropping Bears Williams for Chiefs Williams? I probably wouldn't do that, honestly. I gotta make sure that's not. No, we're good. Okay. So I'm probably honestly not. I wouldn't drop Damian Williams because he was used quite a bit for Darryl Williams. Yeah, I wouldn't do that personally. I would probably still play Darryl Williams because Darryl Williams saw a decent workload this past week. So I would keep him. And what's up over on TikTok? How's everybody doing tonight? Who's ready? Who do we think's gonna win in chat? Hey, chat. Who do you think's gonna win tonight? Who's gonna win tonight? The Indianapolis Colts or the Baltimore Ravens? Who's gonna win? I was right about the Bills winning, redeeming myself after the Bama call. You did. The Bills look good too. Yo, what's up? How you doing, SC? How you doing? Gotcha. Thank you. You're welcome. What's up, guys? How you doing? Ron the Goat. Ron, stab. What's that from, guys? Who knows that? Who knows what that's from? Yo, what's up? Ravens going to win tonight. All right. Ravens going to win. I do think the Ravens going to win. But let's take a look at some bets tonight because that's what we're going to be focusing on tonight is some betting. All right? So with some betting here, and I need to move my YouTube chat over to my main screen. Let me do that real quick. Move my YouTube chat over. And yeah, I think we're good now. Double check. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So I got my YouTube chat over here so I can look at the YouTube chat and also look at the site at the same time. All right, so let's look at some bets. So right now it's 7.5. Like, who likes 7.5 tonight? Is Wentz playing? Yes, Wentz is playing. Baltimore 24, Ravens 24-27. Ravens need Lamar to force feed Hollywood. Is Wentz playing? Yes. Is Cooper Kupp? No, that's Cooper, Patterson, and TJ for Kelsey a good trade. TJ. Who's TJ? I'm drawing a blank here. I personally wouldn't do that trade though, just for Kelsey. Oh, TJ Hawkinson, is that what you're doing? TJ Hawkinson? No, I wouldn't do that trade. Let me see. Jersey Shore, good reference. Yes, there you go. There you go. I got Lamar over 294.5 total yards. I think it's a safe bet. Everyone saying -7 Ravens. Take that. So, me personally, you guys like Ravens -7? I do think it's going to be a little bit of a closer game. I could see right now the Colts. I kind of like the -7.5 a little bit. Can I get an opinion on this trade? I traded Russell Wilson and Devontae Adams for Jalen Hurts, Stephon Diggs, and Devontae Smith. I think that's a solid trade. I think it's an okay trade. If you are like absolutely desperate at the quarterback position, you have nobody else, I think that's decent. So one thing that I do like tonight, I will say this. There's a couple of bets that I like tonight. So what I like, this is Latavius Murray. No, this is a touchdown scores. Okay, so the where's it at? The rushing yards. This is Jonathan Taylor. Oh, so you can do over there, you can do plus 2,000. Man, these are weird. This is a weird thing. I never actually try to use this. Plus 1,200. What is this? Money line. Why are these pluses? What's the juice? They're all plus? That doesn't seem right. Why is it all plus for that? Like, shouldn't it be minus a little? Oh, okay. Never mind. I see what they're doing. Actually, I don't. I don't really understand that. I've never seen it done before like this. It's usually the juice is like minus whatever and then plus something. I see that they're doing like the different yardage totals. Oh, okay. Because he has to fall exactly between there. Oh, okay. I see what it is. So it's not over and under a certain rushing yard. I don't really like that. Come on, Bay. You got to get with the program, to be honest with you. So I don't really like that, to be honest. That doesn't look that good. Everyone's saying -7, 7.5. Ravens that's 7. Take that. With Wentz, I think it'll be closer than expected. I'm down 13 points, and I got Tucker and Andrews playing to be tonight. I'm winning that, right? I'm down 13. Yeah, I would say you probably get that. I don't know if you can do IDP, but should I drop, or you don't know if I should do it, or if I do it. Should I drop Bobby Wagner for Devin White? Well, I don't do it, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. Everyone smash that like button. Yes, if you haven't already, do me smash that like button. Yes. And let's just look, instead of player props, let's look at some of the let's just look at the spread and money line and everything. So, I'm going to ask a question in chat. Let's see what the chat thinks. Let's see. Let's ask in the chat. Game go over 46.5 total points. All right, I'm asking a question, chat. Let's see what you guys say. I need Lamar Jackson, so I'm sweating. It's going to be a close game tonight. Trade Knox, D-Hop, and Damian Williams. What was that? Trade Knox, D-Hop, and Damian Williams for CMC and Keenan Allen. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to have a good night. Who's your tight end 2 yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't do that, to be honest with you. I think JT will go for, yeah, so the one that I do like, I was looking at Sportsbook. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it up here. I don't know if it pulls up on my computer. Yeah. Okay, so this is, all right, here we go. I'm going to give you my parlay tonight that I'm running. This is my parlay. Same game parlay over on FanDuel right now. My same game parlay. Where is my same game parlay? I'm not signed in right now. I'm not going to sign in. But my same game parlay right now is rushing yards. Okay, so my same game parlay for tonight. Oh, it went up a lot. Latavius Murray, I got it at 46. So Latavius Murray, I liked it at 46. I got it for 46. Jonathan Taylor's was at 11 as well. So I like Jonathan Taylor at 11. Then where's Nyheim Hines? His been at 23. So this is my same game parlay. I mean, now it's a little bit late to get this in, but Latavius Murray, 51.5. I feel okay about that. That's a little bit closer though. I like the 46.5. So mine was Latavius Murray 46.5. Jonathan Taylor over 11.5, I believe it was, for this receiving total. And then Nyheim Hines over 23.5. And here's my reasoning. Because this is my reasoning for the betting tonight. Because the Baltimore Ravens are currently giving up, I think, like the 4th most receiving yards to the running back position. They're giving up over nearly 60 yards per game to the running back position right now, receiving. So I like the running backs tonight to get some points, and they're also 7.5 point underdogs, so they're gonna have to throw the ball a lot. I hope. Let's see, Higbee. Okay, let me get to some questions here. I have Brady, Henry, Saquon, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, Kyle Pitts, CMC, Mixon. Should I panic? I wouldn't panic. I mean, it's definitely unfortunate right now with Saquon. Allen Robinson has not been performing. Maybe you could do a trade for like Saquon, trade Saquon away and get a better wide receiver too. Probably have to take another piece and do that, but I wouldn't panic. CMC should be coming back this week. Higbee's your second tight end. I hope not, because I'm in a tiebreaker and my record was 34, which was an awful prediction. Oh, 34. What? Hey, okay, my mic was muted. All right. So let's get back to this. I scored. All right, if you have any other questions, just ask it down below. I'll try to go back and answer some of these questions that I missed. I started Van Jefferson over Cole Beasley, like you said, and I lost. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is a trade I should go for with Saquon for a wide receiver? I mean, it's really hard to say, but you're probably gonna take Saquon another piece now that he's hurt and trade. Like if I'm not getting like a top 12 wide receiver though, I'm probably not doing the trade. I've got that Steelers mic. Hey, no, look. Hey, let's get it. Let's go Steelers. Let's go Steelers. Hey, they won. They won, baby. The Steelers won, huh? How about that? How about that? You still can't hear? Can you guys hear me now? I feel like you should be able to hear. Hey, okay, we're good. I was waiting for somebody to confirm. I bench Herbert for Hurts and Tony for Emmanuel. I would have blew him out. And it happens. I mean, Herbert went absolutely crazy in this game. What should I do with A.J. Brown? I would hold on to A.J. Brown. I would hold on to A.J. Brown. I know it hasn't been great, but like he's way too talented of a player. The production has been there the past 2 years. Like they're gonna have to get this going here. Should I trade Schultz away? A lot of people don't have. Yeah, I would try to trade Schultz away. If you have another good player, yes. Should I pick up Emmanuel Sanders for Mooney? Yes, I would. I was offered Saquon for Ridley before Sunday. Should I try that again or no? Because Ridley's underperforming. Yeah, I mean, I would do that. There's no set guarantee on when we have Saquon Barkley come back. So personally, I would try to do that trade. Yes, I would try to do that trade. All right, what do I do with Thielen? I mean, I would have tried to sell high on Thielen personally. I would try to get rid of him. It's obviously Justin Jefferson. He's obviously the alpha wide receiver in that offense. So I really don't like Thielen a whole lot for season long. All right, so let's go back to some sports betting here. Let's talk about some sports betting. I want everybody in the chat to let me know who's going to be the first touchdown scorer tonight in chat, and let's look at some of these some of the odds. Who's going to be the first touchdown scorer? Who scores first? I need Lamar to score less than 16 points. Thoughts? 4-point touchdown league. I think he's going to score more than that, but it could certainly happen. It could certainly happen. And should I drop Allen Robinson still? I would still hold on to Allen Robinson right now. He's another player like A.J. Brown. He's just like way too talented to not perform, at the right. You sell high on Gibson and Cooper. I would absolutely sell high on Gibson, yes. He had 22 carries against a top Saints defense. It will carve out the Chiefs. They're making progress by giving them 20 carries, but now they got to give him 5 targets. It's not going to happen, MP. They're not going to give him 5 targets, and the Chiefs are going to blow them out. That defense looks like Swiss cheese right now for the Washington football team. Their defense looks so bad right now. That's not going to lie. That's a cool hat. Also, what's up with Gaskin? I thought he was a starter, then he blew up. Well, here's the thing with Gaskin. Exactly like Robert Woods, I think you guys owe me a thank you, is I moved Gaskin all the way down to my rankings this week, and he went off. So, here's my hypothesis, whatever you want to say, the correct scientific terms. Now, since Allen Robinson, I did not move him all the way down to my rankings. Now I'm going to move him all the way down to my rankings and tell nobody to play him. And now he's going to have a good week. So, basically, if you have Allen Robinson this week, you need to be playing him, because I told everybody to sit Robert Woods, went off. Told everybody to sit Myles Gaskin, went off. So, it's Allen Robinson's time. Lamar. We have Mark Andrews' first touchdown. First touchdown is probably going to be Lamar. I was thinking Lamar too. He's the favorite right now. So is sending Thielen for DJ Moore too low? I mean, I would want DJ Moore way too high. I like for me DJ Moore, but I would still send it, see what happens. Lamar rushes for a TD. Tyreek Hill for Stephon Diggs and Josh Jacobs. I would do that trade if you really need another running back. Never sell Gibson. He's the GOAT. MP is in love with Gibson. First touchdown, Mark Andrews. Or should I try? Hey, I like Mark Andrews. Some people say Mark Andrews. Where's Mark Andrews on here? 750. I like Latavius Murray, honestly. That's probably my first touchdown scorer. Let me see. Let me get caught up here. Or should I try DK for someone else around his name? Who was this? Quentin. So I would send that first. See if he accepts it. DJ Moore, I feel like is easier to get than DK Metcalf. I need to try to trade for a wide receiver, and I have Mark Andrews and Dalton Schultz. Should I try to trade for Smith with one of them and Amari? Yeah, I mean, I would do like Mark Andrews for Amari. See if he accepts that. I would try something like that. Yeah. James Robinson and DJ Moore for my Dalvin Cook. Yes, I would do that. I would do that trade. Chiefs ain't looking the same, and the defense will step up someday. Washington, hey, they really need. Right now, that defense just looks so bad, and it's really disappointing. Next week at Flex, Allen Robinson, Jacoby Myers, Laviska Shenault, Zach Moss, or Latavius Murray. So, this isn't like finalized. Definitely come back throughout the week to get it. To have your question 100% answered, because I really haven't looked at the next week that much. Just going off of those names right now, I would say Zach Moss, but it's not 100% yet. Definitely come back next week. It's either going to be Lamar or random. Could happen. Maybe Jack. What about Tyson Williams? Tyson Williams, is he active tonight? Is Tyson Williams officially active? I saw some people on TikTok. I believe they were telling me he's active. Available, yes. He's active. Maybe Tyson Williams. How about that, huh? Tyson Williams? What do I do with A.J. Brown? I hold on to him. Josh Jacobs, Tyler Lockett, Marvin Jones, or James Conner and D-Hop and James Conner. I would do that trade, yes. Should I trade Jalen Hurts and Brandon Cooks for Daniel Jones and Chris Godwin? No, personally, I wouldn't do that. I was offered Edmonds and Hollywood for Mixon. Would you accept it? Yeah, I would accept that. What should I get for Thielen? It's really hard to say what you should get. You're probably, it's really hard for me to say. But what I would do is I would pair Thielen up with maybe a bench player and try to start offering guys. I would try to do like Thielen and somebody else for like Chase Edmonds is something that I would try to do. I was offered Edmonds. No, I got that one. Do you think there's anything I can give someone for Mike Williams? Probably not, to be honest with you. That person's not moving Mike Williams. Who do I bench next week? Keenan, Kupp, Deante, Woods. This isn't finalized either. I would honestly maybe bench Keenan Allen, but it's not finalized. You got to come back later in the week. Make sure you ask your question against. Gibson has 30 this week. If Ricky Seals didn't get on the Saints D and tackle, that was pretty bad, huh? That was bad. I watched that as it was happening. That was bad. Trade Woods for Kareem. If you need a running back, I would do that. What do I do with Tyler Boyd? Opinions on him. I just think he's going to be like hit or miss. There's going to be games where you play him. There'll be good matchups and you play him, but just keep him on your bench for like bye weeks. Maybe you might have to fire him up. You think I should try it and trade for Dalvin Cook? My RB2 is Josh Jacobs. I mean, you can certainly try. Elijah Mitchell on the waivers. Should I snag him? Absolutely. Okay, real quick here before I keep going on. I gotta do a couple plugs. All right, so first is hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Over on TikTok, if you want your questions answered, come over to YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. Come on over, you'll get your questions answered. Also, another quick plug. I'm going to have my buy and sell, my buy players. Elijah Mitchell. You need to be buying in on Elijah Mitchell. Literally played all the snaps but 2 this past week at the running back position. All the snaps but 2. You need to get Elijah Mitchell. You need to get him. All right? You need to go out and try to trade for him. Who is the better pickup? Williams, Moss, or Gaskins? I would say right now, honestly, Zach Moss is looking decent. This offense is looking so good. Tony a top priority purely because everyone else is hurt, or is he pretty good? Yes, more so that everybody's hurt. He's also good, but really when you have Sterling Shepard come back, you're going to have Darius Slayton. Like, I don't like him that much. Trade Woods for Kareem. Yes, I would do that. Adam Thielen, A.J. Brown for Edmonds. No, I wouldn't do that. Trade Woods for... Yeah, I got that one. Do you think I can try to trade for Allen? I have Herbert and I want a combo. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I would do that. Chubb, Thielen, Sutton for Kamara and Jamar Chase. Should I take the trade? I would do that trade, yes. Want to run it, or which running back should I target if I do CH Thielen combo? I would try like that's tough. I would try to get, honestly, like a top 15 running back. It's really hard for me to say, but I would try to get like a top 15 running back. What should I do with Nick Chubb? Wait, let me go back. What running back should I target if I do a CEH Thielen combo? No, I got that one. Is it too early to try to trade away Keenan Allen? I mean, if you can get a solid trade, you could try it. What should I do with Nick Chubb? Hold on to Nick Chubb. Hey, man, I have Antonio Gibson, Darryl Henderson, and Cooks. I'm looking to add a big piece. Who should I go for? So I would take Antonio Gibson and Cooks and try to get like a top 12 running back. Try to get like a DeAndre Swift. I'll go after like a James Robinson. I need 15 from Mark Andrews tonight. You think he'll get it? It'll be close. It'll be close. I think he can certainly get it. It'll be close, though. Is Juju a bust? I mean, he's out for season now, unfortunately. So I guess that's a bust, yes. What is Joe Mixon worth? I mean, Joe Mixon, when he's healthy, sees the volume. I would say he's definitely worth like where I value him is he's like I would say a high-end RB2, like a high-end RB2, back-end RB1 is where I would view him. Is Swift a top 10 PPR running back? Absolutely, Swift is. Swift is an absolute stud. You know me. I love DeAndre Swift. Love DeAndre Swift. But yeah, I would go try to target DeAndre Swift. And like I said, I would definitely try to target Elijah Mitchell right now. Try to get Elijah Mitchell. Thoughts on Keenan Allen? Do I keep him or look to trade him? I mean, I would keep him unless you can get a really good trade offer. Like, I say this to everybody. I always say this. Everybody on your team should be available for a trade for the right price. Everybody on your team always should be available for the right price. So send out offers that you like, but don't feel like you need to trade him just because he's not performing at the rate that you thought he was. Mike Williams looks like a league winner right now. Might trade Godwin and Kittle for an RB. Who should I try to get? Once again, it's really hard for me to say. But if I'm trading Godwin and Kittle, like I'm looking to get like a top 15 running back for sure. Do you think Kareem Hunt is a sell high? I mean, I say this every week that he should be a sell high, but we're being somewhat robbed that we have to have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in the same offense. Like, it's also really exciting to watch those two guys play. But man, those two guys would be absolute RB1s if they played on different teams. Well, if you had one of them play for the Browns and then someone else. If Kareem Hunt was still in Kansas City, could you imagine that? Kareem Hunt would be the GOAT. Is Tunyon a drop? Yeah, I would drop him. Trade Aaron Jones for Amari Cooper, Kareem Hunt, and Damian Williams. Yeah, I would do that trade. With CEH down, Damian Williams or Booker? I would go with Damian Williams. James Conner, Elijah Mitchell. Should I trade Cordell Patterson for Deante Johnson? I would do that. Is Dak, Zeke, Adams, Tunyon, Keenan, or Swift and Higgins in 12 team? Yeah, I would look to upgrade the tight end. So if you need a tight end, Dan Arnold. I've been talking about Dan Arnold a lot. Dan Arnold is a guy I would absolutely add if you need a tight end. This past weekend, he just got traded the previous week. Last week, Thursday Night Football, he played. Had like 2 catches for 20-some yards. This past week, he led the team in targets, receptions, and yards. Targets and receptions and yards. And he's a good athlete at the tight end position. Dan Arnold is somebody that I would add. And for you, if you have Robert Tunyon starting as your tight end, add Dan Arnold. Thank me later. You're welcome. Okay. Good. I traded JT and Gibson for him because I didn't need Gibson. I'm rooting for him. Ooh, that's a lot to give up, though. I'm sick of Thielen. Do I play Marquis Brown, Chase Claypool, or keep Thielen in right now? I mean, matchups, but Claypool now takes a big leap forward with Juju being gone. Now, they play different positions, but still, without Claypool, without Juju, Claypool is going to be leaned on a little bit more. Him equals Swift. Yes, him equals Swift. You're right. Should I trade Diggs, Mike Davis, and Sterling Shepard for Henry? I would do that, yeah. I drafted Swift in the 5th round. W, absolutely. Madison or Moss. I would go with, personally, I would go with, if Dalvin Cook doesn't play, Madison, but otherwise, Moss. Ivan, that's solid, yes. Thank you. You're welcome. How high are you on Kadarius Toney for the Giants? I like him, but once you have Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton come back, it's really going to complicate things in that wide receiving core. I'll pick up Darnold. Yes, I would pick him up. I have let me see. Will Shepard or Mitchell be a good flex option? For me, he's not playing next week. They're on a bye, but Mitchell, I would want Mitchell over Shepard. I have Russ, and I'm looking at quarterbacks to scoop up for next week. A lot on bye. Do you think Heineke is good against? Yeah, I was looking at that one. I think that Heineke is decent. I think they'll be playing from behind. Teddy Bridgewater, Tua Tagovailoa are other guys that I think are solid as well. But Heineke, yes, I think he's okay. I'll pick up Darnold. Yes, pick him up. Myles Gaskin killed this week. Do you think it'll continue, or does the team fade him again? I think it's going to continue. Now, obviously not at the rate, but things were adding up for Myles Gaskin. Now, the week prior, his snap rate was absolute dog water. But previously, his snap rate, everything was good. This team wasn't really getting in the red zone. Now with Tua coming back, this offense should be better. And he's the best back in the backfield. Should I trade Zeke for Chubb and Thielen if I have Mixon, Elijah Mitchell? Should I trade Zeke for Chubb and Thielen if I have I would rather have Zeke personally. I'd rather keep Zeke. Is Eckler a top 5 player in fantasy football? He is right now, yes. I was a little bit too low on Eckler heading into the season, and he is dang good. This offense looks so good right now. You're the go. No, you're the go. Cook or Swift? Who's better PPR? I would still go with Dalvin Cook, but man, I love me some DeAndre Swift. Should I trade Darryl Henderson and Cooks for Swift or try to save? No, because I also love Darryl Henderson. And I like Brandon Cooks. I wouldn't do that trade, but or try to save either one of them and give up. I would do Gibson. Yes, I would do Gibson and Claypool for Swift. I would do that, yes. Is having Madison stacked on the bench? Yes, I would leave him on the bench because Dalvin Cook, he struggles to stay healthy a little bit. So absolutely. Trade Jamar Chase for Cordell Patterson. I would want Jamar Chase. I need Andrews to score 27. I was up by 130 to 90, and then I single-handedly got destroyed by Herbert. He dropped 56 on me. It's not likely, but anything can happen. What are your thoughts on Jonathan Taylor right now? He was a sell high for me. I don't really like Jonathan Taylor a whole lot heading forward. Well, it's not that I don't like him a whole lot. It's just that the receiving is just not there for him. Nyheim Hines plays a lot of snaps. Zeke is a stud. Zeke is a stud. I remember people laughing when I said Zeke is a top 5 running back, and they're whatever. Thoughts on Chris Carson? I'm a little worried about Chris Carson's health, to be honest with you. I like Alex Collins. If Alex Collins is available after this week, maybe somebody drops him or he's not picked up, I would absolutely pick up Alex Collins because I think with Geno Smith as their quarterback, they're going to rely more on the ground. And with Chris Carson, his neck right now, I think he's going to be a viable option every single week. Is Williams a top 10 wide receiver in fantasy football right now? Yes, absolutely. Mike Williams is a league winner. And your boy was not very high on him. He was definitely a guy I missed out on, 100%. And Debo. I hope Tyson gets a fair shot tonight. Yes, if you're able to, because he hasn't played, I would pick up Tyson Williams, add him to your bench. Do you think Taylor will drop more points than Tucker and Andrews combined? I'm tied right now. He could. It'll be really close, though. It's going to be really close. I think that the other side wins, but he could certainly get it. I need 10 points from JT to score. Will it happen? I think he can get 10, yeah. Will Keenan Allen step it up? He should. But Mike Williams definitely looks like the wide receiver to have there. Do I trade Kareem Hunt and Emmanuel Sanders to receive Diggs? I probably would. If you don't, it depends on what Kareem Hunt is for you. I'm shooting too low then. Trade Jamar for Eckler. He's desperate for a wide receiver. I mean, I would do that. I doubt he accepts that. You're probably going to have to take Jamar Chase and someone else for Eckler, maybe. You're better than Fantasy AZ. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Chris Carson is going to be out again, I'm thinking. Yeah, so Alex Collins becomes like an absolute, if he was not already picked up, because he's still available in like 60-some% of leagues right now. He needs to be rostered. I have Tony. Is he going to get suspended? I don't think so. I thought that I saw a report from maybe Adam Scheffler or Ian Rappaport that the thought was he wasn't going to be suspended. Just be fine. What do you think I could get for what do you think I could trade Jonathan Taylor and Robert Woods for? I want a really good running back. I mean, I definitely think that with those two guys, you should be aiming for like a top 12 running back. I would try to get like a DeAndre Swift, James Robinson, Darryl Henderson. I need JT to score less than 14. Am I winning? I mean, that could definitely happen. I don't want to say like it's going to happen because, I mean, it could happen. But you're definitely going to be sitting up basically all night hoping it doesn't happen. I think he's going to score a touchdown this week, though. Kareem Hunt is on my bench. I have CMC, Najee, Damian Williams as well. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to just really upgrade at the wide receiver position, go ahead. What should I do with CEH? I mean, I would try to trade him. I know that his trade value is really low, but if you need to win now, try to take him and somebody else to a team that's in like first, second place and try to trade him. Should I trade away Montgomery for Sanders? I have Pittman more. You need who? Emmanuel Sanders? I mean, I would do that. Well, I probably not, honestly. That's really close. I don't know if I would do that. I mean, if you need to win, if you need a wide receiver right now, like absolutely, then yeah. Dan Arnold, add drop Tunyon. Yes, I would do that. Robert Woods or Thielen. I'm still going to go with Thielen, but ask me again later in the week. I need to do a little bit more research and get my rankings finalized. I got Waller and Kelsey. Do I keep both? I would try to trade one of them. I need Murray to get 12. Will he? He certainly can't. Does he? I'm not sure. It'll be close. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. You have a better shot. There's only 20 people over on YouTube right now. All you got to do is click my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to the YouTube channel. Come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. And real quick, I'm going to do a quick plug. There's going to be 2 plugs. So the first one is going to be for BetUS. And you can see BetUS in the background here. You can do like over and unders. They have a sports book. They also have a casino. Down in the description, there's a little sign up that you can do. And I don't know why Nightbot's not running right now. I'm having issues getting Nightbot going. I don't know why Nightbot's not sending this stuff out. But if you use the link down below, your first time deposit will be matched up to 125%. So BetUS. And then also another one here that I'm going to show real quick is going to be Thrive Fantasy. Thrive Fantasy is a pretty take. It's a cool take on if you like player props. It takes player props, and let me get this site pulled up right now a little bit better. Let me get the site pulled up. So Thrive Fantasy is a cool take on player props with DFS. So you pick your like favorite players. In terms of their player props, you pick 10 to enter in a contest. And if you use the link down below as well, you get 2 free entries into tonight's contest. It's worth $15,000. So sign up today, $10 deposit, and you get 2 free entries tonight. And it's cool take, like I said, player props for me. I love betting a player props. I'm not really a big spread over under type of guy, money line. I'm more of player props. That's what I really like to bet on. So down below, sign up today. All right, so I need to get caught up here. I'm pretty far behind. So I'm gonna fire some questions now. Fire through some questions. Hunter Henry or Gesicki? Gesicki is Jarvis Landry a drop? I want to drop him unless you absolutely need to, then go for it. Thoughts on Dawson Knox? I mean, he's really solid. Going forward, he's absolutely a top 10 tight end right now. What do you get? What would you get on Edmonds? I mean, I would keep Edmonds right now. Adams balled out. He did. Adams, the best wide receiver in the NFL. What should I trade Sutton if Judy is back? No, I wouldn't trade Sutton right now. What should I do for Patterson or keep him? I would try to trade him, personally. I would try to trade him. Fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, Eagles, they did win. They look good. Thoughts on Dawson Knox? Stud. What do I do with Saquon? I mean, if you're in a position where you absolutely need to win, try to trade him away. Otherwise, you got to keep him. Is Brandon Cooks a good flex, or should I trade for a better one? I think he'll be solid. Going forward, I think he'll be better. Should I try trade Mike Williams and Hilaire for Lockett and JT? No, I would not do that right now. I'm the second highest scorer in the league, and I'm 1-4 after this week. Do I make trades? No, it's just right now you're unfortunately unlucky, and sometimes that's the most infuriating thing in fantasy football is that when your team is good but you're losing games and you've scored a lot of points, it's just you get shit matchups. That's really unfortunate, and I feel bad for you. It's not going to happen though. It's not going to always happen. I think the Lions are cursed. The Lions are cursed. Should I get rid of Ayuk for Jacoby Myers? Yes, I would do that. What should I do with Saquon? I'm 27. Opponent has Lamar. Am I good? It's going to be close. I think that you should be good, but thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. Is Singletary trade material? If so, I would try to trade him away. I don't think many people are going to take him, though, unless you're in a really deep league. Do I trade Diggs for Chase and Javonte? Personally, I would. Trade Eckler for Chubb and Keenan? Honestly, no. I would keep him. Have Debo, Moore, A.J. Brown, Woods, and Kareem. I don't know who I should start. 1 wide receiver, 2 flex. So I'm going with DJ. Well, Debo, he doesn't play next week. Is that Moore? DJ Moore? So I would go with DJ Moore, Woods, and I would go with Moore, A.J. Brown, and Kareem right now. Your TikTok stream's been popping. Yes, they are. TikTok loves me, huh? Yes. For Chase trade. Scary Terry, Chenault, or Myers from the Pats at flex. Scary Terry for me. What do I do with Marvin Jones? He's the second best receiver I have. He's going to cost me. You need to try to trade for one personally. Should I trade Edmonds for Devontae Smith? No, I would keep Edmonds. Should I trade Keenan Allen for CD? CD. I would want CD, yes. Do you think A.J. Dillon will be a good pickup at flex if he keeps Yes. A.J. Dillon is getting more involved in this offense. So I think that A.J. Dillon is a solid pickup, yes. So I traded CEH for Chris Carson and now Robinson on Thursday. Talking about dodging a bullet. Yeah, that is dodging a bullet. Jamal Williams or Myles Gaskin? Myles Gaskin for me. Okay, so I'm in trouble. My starting running backs are Damian Williams and Zach Moss. And flex Gaskin. Next week with Kamara on bye, do I use Fab on both Booker and Darryl Williams or just one of them? I would do just personally Darryl Williams. Should I trade Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen for Devontae Adams? Yeah, I would do that. Yes. Traded Kyler Murray for Lamar, Gaskin, and Sutton. W or L? I think that's a W. I don't see a massive difference between Kyler and Lamar. I'd rather have Kyler, but I don't think it's a massive difference. I have Singletary and Moss. Keep both or trade one? If so, I would try to trade Singletary personally. Kansas City TV, of course. Yes, I would do that 100%. Should I trade Devontae Parker when Will Fuller comes back? I don't really know who's going to want Devontae Parker, to be honest with you. I would just hold on to him. Trade James Robinson for McLaurin. I'd rather have James Robinson. Hollywood Brown and Singletary on the trade block. Who should I target at wide receiver? And Singletary on the trade block. Okay, so you're trading both those guys. I don't really know who you're going to get back. Guys that I would be trying to target right now. It's really hard for me to say who exactly, but I would definitely try to get a top. I would say like top 20 guy right now. It's hard for me to exactly say who because I don't really think a whole lot of people are going to want, unless he goes out and balls out tonight, Hollywood Brown, then we can have a different discussion. What do you think James Robinson will keep producing or even get better? He'll be fine. James Robinson will keep producing. So going back to kind of that question with the trading those two players, guys that I would be trying to target right now would be guys like, I would try to target it's really hard because I just don't think that you're going to get a whole lot of value. So the guys that I'm going to try to tell you, I don't think that they're going to do. And then the guys that I do think that you should try to trade for, that's too much value to give up personally. I would try to get Brandon Cooks and then another piece, or say T. Higgins and another piece is what I would do for that kind of trade, especially if Hollywood balls out tonight. Down 26 and have Blankenship and Andrews. W or L? It could happen. I think it's going to be an L, but it could definitely happen. Cole Beasley or Christian Kirk PPR. Cole Beasley, best waiver wire pickup for me. Darryl Williams is a top waiver wire pickup for me. And also, if you haven't already, smash that like button, hit subscribe. If you're over on TikTok right now, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. And also follow, get notified every single time I go live. Appreciate everybody. Need Justin Tucker to get 18 points tonight. Jonathan Taylor to get 5. Ooh, okay. I don't know for Tucker, but Jonathan Taylor will have that. I just had myself a really good steak. That sounds really good. Optimized. In a 14-team league, is Arnold worth a solid tight end? Yes, he is. I would pick him up. Awesome show. Keep up the great work. Thanks. Hey, appreciate you. Should I trade JT and McLaurin for Eckler and Jamar Chase? Yes, I would do that. Should I trade Justin Jefferson straight up for Jamar Chase? I'd rather have Justin Jefferson personally. I'm down by 40. You think Lamar and Jonathan Taylor are enough to get it done? Ooh, baby. I don't think so, but could it happen? It could certainly happen. Woods or Jamar Chase? Jamar Chase. Should I trade Waller? I mean, I would keep him personally, unless you have a really good option. Should I trade Hubbard because CMC might come back? I mean, I would. I don't know if anybody's really going to take Hubbard. Do I trade Ridley and Cordell Patterson for Saquon and Terry McLaurin? Yes, I would do that personally. What receiver do you think I could get for Patterson? I would say like a top 15 wide receiver is what I would try to be trading him for. Should I trade Corey Davis for Henderson? Absolutely. If I'm getting Henderson, 100%. Trade Thielen and Fournette for Godwin? No, I honestly wouldn't do that right now. Fournette looks like the guy in this backfield. I have Ertz and Cook. Should I pick up Njoku? No. I'd rather pick up Dan Arnold than Njoku, personally. Thoughts on Matt Ryan? Hey, he looked good this weekend, but he's not going to be able to play the Jets every single week. You earned yourself a subscriber. Hey, appreciate it, Caden. Thank you for subscribing. Should I trade Kamara and Keenan for Devontae Adams and Eckler? 125% if I get Devontae Adams and Eckler. Should I trade Hawkinson for Should I trade Hawkinson or Dawson Knox? I would trade personally Dawson Knox right now. I know his value is incredibly high right now. I would try to trade him away. Should I trade Kelsey and Robert Woods for Nick Chubb and Gronk? I would do that, yeah. Do I sell Patterson now while he's good? Or should I keep him? I would trade him. I would try to trade him. In my matchup, it's 155 to 158. I have Marquis Brown. He has Mark Andrew. Who wins? Ooh. I feel like the Brown sides, that's going to be really close, I think. It's going to be a really, really close game. Yeah, it's going to be a game where you're going to be sitting through the whole night, I think. It's going to be really close. Who should I start tight end? Higbee or Mike Gesicki? So right now, I would go with Mike Gesicki, but it's early. Sorry, I got the hiccups. It's early. Definitely ask me the question later in the week. I'll be going live every single night. Thoughts on Stephon Diggs for the future? I think it will get better. Okay, I think it will get better. This offense looks really good. He'll get better. Are you concerned about Diggs? Allen seems to be spreading the ball around. Allen's doing a really good job right now. Allen definitely looks really good. I'm scared about Diggs. That's 3 in a row. 3 people in a row now that are concerned about Diggs. Listen, the touchdowns just aren't there yet. Guys are scoring long touchdowns right now. That's not going to continue. This offense looks really good. They play at a very fast pace. They throw the ball a ton. I'm not worried about Diggs yet. Should I trade Aaron Jones? I mean, I would keep him unless you're getting a really, really solid trade back for him. Is Allen Robinson? This is what I'm going to say to everybody right now about trading. Everybody on your team should be available every single week. Everybody on your team has a price. For the right price, they're all available. That's what I'll say. Is Allen Robinson and Melvin Gordon for Brandon Cooks a good trade? Oh, boy. I would want... that's tough. I probably still want Allen Robinson, but it's close, okay? I love me some Brandon Cooks. Now about to finish week 5. Who do you say will win the Super Bowl, and why the Cowboys? No, I'm sorry, but I'm still going with Tampa Bay. I think that Tampa Bay is so good. But man, you got that really. You have some really good teams right now. The AFC looks really good. Like the Chargers looked really good. The Browns looked really good. Obviously, you have the the Bills that look really good. The Chiefs are still the Chiefs. The Chiefs will bounce back. But in the NFC, you used to have some really good teams as well. You have Arizona looks good. The Rams, Tampa Bay, the Cowboys. Personally, I'm going to say it's going to be Tampa Bay versus Buffalo. All right, Tampa Bay versus Buffalo. That's my Super Bowl prediction. Buffalo gets the Super Bowl this year. Buffalo looks damn good. Buffalo looks really good right now. Should I start AB versus the Eagles or Robert Woods versus the Giants? Give me Robert Woods. I traded CEH and Julio for AJ Brown and Corey Davis. That's good trade. Worried about AJ Brown. Hey, at least you don't have CEH who's hurt. Does James Robinson keep on the pace right now? Yes. Diggs and Kamara or Adams and Eckler. Diggs and Kamara or Adams and Eckler side for me. Thoughts on George Kittle for the future? I mean, he'll bounce back once he gets healthy, but hopefully he's just 100% healthy, and hopefully Trey Lance starts. Everybody except Gibson should be available. MP is always good for a good laugh. Knox over Gesicki now. I'm still going Gesicki. I guess on Knox. I got to look at it a little bit more. I got to look at everything with Dawson Knox this past weekend. I got to look at all the analytics, okay? Would you trade Keenan Allen for Justin Jefferson? I want Justin Jefferson. Thanks, man. Appreciate your time. No problem. Just traded JT for Sutton? So is getting Robinson for Pittman, Darnold, and OBJ a good trade? Yes. Should I trade Darnold and Sutton for Edmonds, Higbee, and Renfro? Yeah, I would do that. Cowboys almost beat Tampa Bay if Z didn't miss the field goal. That's true. Dallas does look good. Dallas does look good as well. And it's going to be a really exciting. I mean, really, what it's going to come down to is health. Who's healthy? Who's the healthiest team? We'll have some injuries, so it's going to come down to who's the healthiest team. But it was. There's a lot of good teams right now. It wasn't finished. Oh, okay. Well, let me know when it gets finished. Just say it down below. I'll ask it. Thoughts on Tyson Williams? No, Well, right now, what I would do if you're able to pick up Tyson Williams right now, I would pick him up and just store him on my bench right now. I want to see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens for Tyson Williams. No, I'm asking if you're worried about AJ Brown. I'm not really. I mean, there's a little bit of concern here, but he's just way too talented of a player. There's been 2 years now, back-to-back years of success for him. At some point, it's going to get going. Would you trade Deante for AJ Brown? No, I would keep Deante personally. I love Deante. I'm a Steelers fan, so I might be a little bit biased. Is Tyler Boyd worth a start still? No, I wouldn't. It depends on who you're starting, but really no. Should I drop Logan Thomas and go for Darnold? My other tight end is Knox. I would try to trade Logan Thomas personally. I know that he's hurt, but I would try to trade him and then get Darnold. Thoughts on Damian Harris? As long as he's healthy, fire him up. He should have had a really good week this week. He fumbled a touchdown at the goal line and then got hurt twice. Thank God you're live. Hey, you're welcome. I'm always live. Should I trade Keenan Allen for Calvin Ridley? I was just offered for tomorrow Cook and CD for Saquon, Keenan Allen, and Tony. Should I do it? I mean, I'd rather have Cook and CD side personally. I'd rather have that side. When will CEH return? Honestly, I think he's going to be placed on short-term IR. Schultz or Hawkinson. I want Gibson on the Bucks, Chiefs, a team that's going to actually play him the right way, MP. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor, Michael Carter, Adam Thielen, and Lamar for Chubb, Justin Jefferson, Stafford. W? Yes, that's a W for me. Yes. I like that trade, Scott. Who were some top waiver wire targets this week for QB? So it really depends on your league who's available. But two guys that I like that are wildly available in over 80% of your leagues right now are Teddy Bridgewater this week and Tua Tagovailoa. Those are two streaming options that should be wildly available in a lot of leagues right now. So those are two guys that I would target. But it depends on other guys who are available. And I would say Trey Lance would be a guy that I would definitely get. Now, I know that next week they're on a bye week, but still, I think that there's so much potential here with Trey Lance. Subscribe. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate the subscribe. Hitting that subscribe button. I'm trading Cooper and Aaron Rodgers for Kamara and AJ Brown. Do I win that trade? Ooh, that's tough. I feel like that's an even trade. I mean, it really comes down to AJ Brown. I would say the other side, but it's really, really close, okay? I think that A.J. Brown could definitely turn it around. Schultz is on fire, him or Hawkinson. I'm still going Hawkinson. I'm not ready to move Hawkinson down yet. Would you trade Aaron Jones for DeAndre Swift? I would still want Aaron Jones, but I love me some DeAndre Swift. Pick up Logan Thomas, 12-team league. I mean, it depends on your other options, but if you need them, yeah. In a two-flex league, is Boyd worth a second flex spot? No, I wouldn't say so. It depends on who your other ones are. Do I accept this trade? I receive Russell Wilson, Chris Carson, and Claypool. I give away Jalen Hurts and Marquis Brown. Yeah, I would do that trade. Wait. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that trade. No. I wouldn't do that trade. How do you think DK will do with Geno? So it definitely looked like Geno was looking his way. So that's good. How about Big Ben yesterday, Tyler? Big Ben was decent yesterday. He definitely played a lot better than I anticipated. Who's your biggest disappointment in fantasy so far, Tyler? I would say, I mean, there's a couple that definitely come to mind, but for how high people were on Brandon Ayuk has been a complete and utter disappointment. I believe he has like 7 catches so far this year. And he was going like really the 5th round. Allen Robinson has been a massive disappointment. A.J. Brown, those guys are really big disappointments so far. I mean, there's others, but like those 3 guys really come to mind right now. Hey, but that's why you should draft running backs early and draft your quarterbacks in the middle rounds. Now, obviously, Allen Robinson and what's-his-face were in the middle round, but, you know, hey, it is what it is, all right? What's up with Hawkinson? I mean, it's just they're not scoring a whole lot right now. Their points the past 2 weeks have been low. He'll turn it around, though. Imagine Bills Gibson. If Gibson was on the Bills, he would be phenomenal. CEH went down, so some guy trying to trade me Thielen for Gaskin. Should I accept it? If you're getting I take Thielen. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty fair trade. I'd rather have Gaskin just because I like running backs, but if you need a wide receiver, do it. In a 14-team league, is Matt Ryan a solid quarterback? Yeah, I mean, it depends on who else is available. If there's not a whole lot available, then sure. Unless he's like your starting quarterback, I don't feel great about that. Would you do Swift and Ayuk for Debo? Absolutely, I would do that, yes. Would you do Tannehill and Gibson for Swift and Josh Allen and Jacobs? 100% I would do that. I doubt they would take that, though. If I'm getting the Swift side, do you think DJ Moore is a top 10 wide receiver? So, no, I don't think he's a top... Well, I think he's like a borderline. I think he's more of a very high-end wide receiver 2, back-end wide receiver 1. So, like the 12 range, 13 range is where I see him more. I'm losing faith in Marvin Jones. I mean, this whole offense, just the passing offense, like what happened? This was a great matchup, and him and LaVisca did nothing. Besides that one catch by LaVisca. Trade Jacoby Myers. I mean, I don't really know what you're going to get for Jacoby Myers, but, I mean, I would keep him. I just don't think that you're going to get much for him. Would you rather start Saquon and Pollard or Zeke and Sutton? Zeke and Sutton. Seahawks will use DK as a tight end, so he should be okay. Yeah, I just envision him really being targeted a lot by Geno. Lockett's the one I'm more concerned about. Trade Damian Williams and Mike Evans for Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I would do that. PPR is as mobile as a tree. This is true. Should I trade Boyd and Fant for Hawkinson or nah? I would do that, yes. Humphrey or Willis for DBs in an... man, I don't play DBs, but give me Humphrey, okay? Give me Humphrey. Patterson for DJ Moore. Yeah, I mean, if I'm getting DJ Moore, yes. I'm down by 19, and I still have Lamar, but my opposition has the Raiders D. The Raiders. The Ravens D. Can I still win? I think that you can still win. Absolutely, you can still win. Who's your current MVP candidate and why Gibson? No, that's MP. MPs. That's his. He loves Gibson. That's his MVP candidate. Are you saying for real football or for fantasy football? Hey, I talked about it. You can go back and clip it. Before the season started, my guy for MVP was Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray looks like the front runner with Josh Allen right there with him as well. Those two guys right now. But Kyler Murray, you can go back, clip it. I even pulled it. Maybe no, I didn't pull it up because I was talking to other people. But I didn't have it pulled up. But I specifically went to FanDuel. It was 1,600 over on FanDuel. That was my favorite to win MVP. Who are some good buy low players you try and target? So buy low players right now for me would be I'm gonna have a video coming out, but it's gonna be guys like Elijah Mitchell right now for me as a good buy low candidate. A lot of people are asking about Tyler Lockett. I would go see what the manager wants for Tyler Lockett. They're definitely probably panicking right now. DK Metcalf as well. Like I feel like a lot of people are concerned about these two guys. I've been asking. There's been a bunch of questions about Darren Waller right now. I mean, go see if you can get Darren Waller. Those would be guys. Damian Harris as well. I would try to get Damian Harris, and Chase Edmonds is another one. Like those are guys that I've received a lot of questions about so far. So definitely those guys. LOL, Zeke and Pollard, not Saquon and Pollard. Oh, well, no. I would still want Zeke. I thought it was Zeke and Sutton. That was who I want. Zeke and Sutton for that one. Don't count Tom Brady out. This is true. Tom Brady as well. Tom Brady looks really good as well. Where do you think you will rank A.J. Brown this week? I have to look at it. I'll have an answer for you tomorrow, Trace. I'll be live tomorrow. Sell high on Patterson. Absolutely sell high on Patterson. Is there a point in keeping Ronald Jones, or should I just drop him? Drop him, Nick. Drop him. And Nick, you do NHL? Do you do some NHL YouTube stuff, Nick? Question mark? Huh? I'm messing with you, Tyler. I remember you saying, Kyler, I have him pegged to get it. It's gonna be good. Do you yeah, I do. I'm down by 5, and my opponent has Jonathan Taylor, Mark Andrews, and Ravens defense. Who do you have winning? I have Mark Andrews. Ooh, that's gonna be close. That's gonna be really close. You're gonna be up all night. Do I trade CH for Hunt? I would want Hunt. Yes. Willing to trade a wide receiver in AB. Willing to trade a wide receiver. Have AB, Amari, D-Hop, Emmanuel Sanders. Could I get an RB worth these guys pair? Yeah, I think so. You definitely could. I would take AB. Personally, I would take AB or Emmanuel Sanders right now and pair him up with Mike Davis and get a really solid player. Absolutely. Who should I get? Amari Cooper. I might trade him since I have cut. Like with Amari Cooper, I'm definitely aiming for a top 20 running back. I still think Amari Cooper, he's just banged up right now. If he can get a little bit healthier, he'll be solid. Week 6, would you start Emmanuel Sanders against Tennessee or Leonard Fournette against the Eagles? Honestly, I would probably go with Emmanuel Sanders right now. Start your wide receivers versus that Tennessee defense, baby. I know last week it was really disappointing with Jacksonville, but Jacksonville sucks. The trash. You think Carson comes back? I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm a little concerned about him. I took into every stream. I tuned into every stream. Best fantasy channel by far. Wanted to who you think's winning the Super Bowl this year. Hey, appreciate it. Why, guy? Appreciate the love. So I think Tampa Bay is going to win, but there's some really good teams right now. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a really good playoffs. I'm really excited to see you have some really good teams. The Rams, the Cardinals right now look really good. Tampa Bay, obviously. The Bills look really good. Even the Browns, Los Angeles Chargers look good. So you got some really good-looking teams right now. And still the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. Drop Robbie and Tannehill? Yes, I think that they're droppable. What would you think of Cooper, Kupp, rest of the season? I think he's going to be okay. Rare steak or medium steak in my flex, full point PPR. I'm more of a medium rare kind of guy. I like medium rare. What do I do with Adam Thielen? I would hold on. I would try to sell him, honestly, but his value is a little bit low right now. But I would try to sell him. Scary Terry or Ridley for the rest of the season? For me, it's still Ridley. A.J. Brown and Thielen for Lockett. I probably wouldn't do that now. Ray Rice or Mike Vick? Neither. Kareem Hunt. Will Julio play this week? I'm no doctor. I don't know. But I would be trying to sell Julio if he does play this week. Darryl Henderson and Michael Carter for Diggs. I'd still have Mike Williams, Terry McLaurin. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that trade, yes. D-Hop and Mike Davis for Stephon Diggs and Gibson. I get Diggs and Gibson. Yeah, I would do that trade. Any RB in the Patriots backfield worth acquiring? So I would say Brandon Bolden probably has the most long-term value. It looks like Damian Harris is going to be okay, so I think he's going to play this week. So really, that's going to knock out Stevenson. So Brandon Bolden, probably the most. Should I trade? Let's see. Should I trade T.J. Hawkinson, Amari Cooper, and Patterson for Waller and Lamb? I might be able to get Edmonds as well. If you can get Edmonds, yeah. I mean, I would still. I probably wouldn't do that trade. Yeah, I would definitely throw in Edmonds, and then yes, I would do that. Would you trade injured Saquon for Joe Mixon? If you need to win now, yes. If you have to win, yes. It's just me, or does it seem like the same guy usually gets hurt? AK, yeah, right now. Do you usually avoid injury-prone players when drafting? I definitely take it into account. Like a guy that I definitely was staying clear from this season, but guys were like, I know that Ian, whatever his name is, the dude over at Pro Football Focus, he was big on Raheem Mostert. That was a guy I was absolutely avoiding this year. So, like, I don't want to say that I avoid them, but I definitely knock him down like a couple spots compared to where they currently are ranked by the industry. So, it's definitely in the back of my mind. Bro, I like my steak very rare. I cooked steak on my own for the first time today and was so happy it turned out so tender. Oh, boy. Very rare, like super bloody. I can't eat it when it's super bloody. Should I trade CMC and Kittle for Waller, Thielen, and Gibson? I'd want CMC personally. What's up, my brother? What's up? Best fantasy channel on the web right now. Appreciate it, Jonathan. Pick up Darryl Williams or McKinnon since CH. I'd rather have Darryl Williams personally. Let me know in chat if you like. What's up, bro? Love listening to the Vice each day. Appreciate it. Was offered Aaron Jones and Thielen for A-Rob, D-Hop. Bad move? I'd rather have the Aaron Jones side personally. Justin, I would want that side. I like steak well done. Oh no, you can't ban another moderator. Jeez, I forgot the name. Given Eckler and Cooks for Elliott and Gibson. I wouldn't do that trade personally, AJ. I would keep Elliott. I would keep Eckler. Who do you think I can get for AJ Brown and Thielen? I don't know who you could get. It's hard for me to exactly say, but I'm definitely top. I want like a RB1 is what I'm looking for if you want to trade them. Should I worry about Edmonds and McLaurin? No, I wouldn't. Should I try to trade DJ Moore? No, MP. Keep him. Keep him. I was offered Keenan Allen and CEH for Hill. Do I take this trade? Also, thank you for your previous advice. I'm 5-0. Hey, let's get it, Aiden. 5-0 in the chat. Let's go. I personally would take that. Yes, for Hill, I would want Hill. Should I trade CMC and Kittle for Gibson? No, I got that one. Giving Eckler and Cooks for... no, I got that one as well. Is Deante Johnson a top-tier wide receiver with Juju gone? Absolutely. Deante Johnson is a stud. He sees targets. One of the better route runners in the NFL. Deante Johnson is the bee's knees. Should I offer Aaron Jones and Robert Woods for Eckler? Personally, I don't think I would do that. Aaron Jones was like this close from having like a 77-yard touchdown run, like this close this past weekend. I wouldn't do that. I know Eckler's been really, really good and he looks really good, but they're not going to score 45, like how many points they score this weekend every single week. Should I trade Russell Wilson and Justin Jefferson for Mahomes? No, I wouldn't personally. Are you concerned with Keenan Allen going forward with Mike Williams getting all the targets? No, I'm not really that nervous, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a little bit of concern, but I think he'll bounce back. James Robinson for Mike Davis and AB? No, I want James Robinson. Jonathan Taylor, what a run. Oh, no, the game is starting. Oh, no, I didn't even notice that the game is starting. Oh, boy. 77-yard touchdown run? Oh, my gosh. What a beast. What a beast. I didn't even get to see it. Hey, I said... did I say first time? No, I said anytime touchdown scorer, Jonathan Taylor. But, all right. I'm going to go because I'm going to watch this game. So, if you have any other questions, I'm going to be live tomorrow night as well. I'll help you set your fantasy lineups. I'm also going to look at, help you set your waiver priorities. Also, I'm going to be looking at week 6 coming up here and get my rankings done as well. So, I'll be live tomorrow night. Check it out. If you still have not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Follow over on TikTok to be notified whenever I go live. Appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm going to go. It was a receiving touchdown too. Okay, receiving touchdown. That's what's up. There's already. Okay, that was a receiving touchdown. That means he's already over on the receiving yards for the day, people. That's what we do here at Aspire Sports. We find those player props that we like, and we bet them, okay? Over 11.5. I said it, over. So let's get it. All right, so I'm going to be gone. I'll be live tomorrow night. You can ask the questions in the chat as well on the video. Appreciate it, everybody. Let's get to it. Peace, people. Adios.